So throughout this class, we're going to be creating prototypes within Adobe XD. And Adobe XD is a piece of software created by Adobe, of course, used to rapidly create prototypes for both the web and for mobile devices. Basically, this is like Photoshop and Illustrator and all of those other Adobe pieces of software, but a little bit lighter and significantly simpler. It's used to rapidly create interactive prototypes that you can send to clients or other members of your team, and they can give you comments, and then you can make changes and create other prototypes. It's not for creating end-to-end finished applications. That's what we'll use in future classes, Xcode and Android Studio to do. So for this class, we're going to be using Adobe XD to create some prototypes for both web applications and mobile applications at various different sizes and types. So keep that in mind. I'm going to start by just opening up Adobe XD, and here it is open. On the left-hand side, we can see a bunch of different links that I'm sure you can click through and figure out. There's a basic tutorial that you may want to run through over here. And if you've taken the web design class, this all seems pretty simple. And if you haven't, this might be new, but in the center, we select a size of our device that we're designing for. Now, within each prototype file, within each XD file, we can design for multiple different devices, which is what we're going to do in this class, so that you can see, for instance, the iPhone version versus the iPad version versus the web version. Under each of these different formats, if we click, we can see a bunch of different presets. So there's the iPad, the Pro 10.5 inch, the Pro 12 inch, etc. I'm going to go with an iPhone 8 Plus or 6, 7, 8 Plus. I find that to be a pretty solid starting place for me anyways, because the X and the XR are slightly newer, and so they don't have nearly as much users. So I like to start with this, and then I can always design for these as I go. So the 6, 7, 8 Plus, I'm just going to click that, and then I simply have my document open. It's going to cloud save my document immediately, but I also like to locally save it, so I can do that just by going up to File, Save As, and then saving my file to my computer. So I'll give it a name like iPhone Prototype, and now I have my locally saved file. And now I'm ready to go on to the next step in Adobe XD.